Hi guys, welcome to Chiha. So today I thought that we'd talk about one of the more requested animals that's been requested for us to do a keeper chat about. We have our Black Rhino here. So this is Sam Houston. He is our resident Black Rhino, and he just turned 19 in January, so he's coming into adulthood here. Black rhinos are one of two rhino species that are from Africa. So African species of rhinos, there's white rhinos and there's black rhinos. One big difference that you can tell the difference between white rhinos and black rhinos is that white rhinos like to live in herds, so they're more social animals, whereas black rhinos are solitary animals. So if you're at a zoo or something and you see like a big herd of rhinos in an exhibit, chances are you're looking at a white rhino instead of a black rhino. Another difference is if you look at his mouth here, you see the slit that we have going on right here? That is called a prehensile lip. So in the wild, black rhinos eat mostly browse, something we call browse. So that is leaves and branches and sticks and stuff from trees, that sort of thing. And they use that prehensile lip to help grab onto the branches to eat. Whereas white rhinos, they have a wide, flat mouth because they eat more grasses and they graze. So those are a couple different ways you can tell the difference between them. I figured we'd do a little bit of a training session today while we shift him onto exhibit. So I'm going to start training him, and we'll have Jamie here, who is recording. She'll talk a little bit about what we're doing. All right.
So training for a lot of our bigger animals is very important, especially with a rhino. If he doesn't want to do something or go somewhere, there's not a lot we can do to force him. So a big part of training is making the animal want to work with us. So what she's doing right now is called a target. So she holds her fist out, and he'll move, and he'll kind of give her a fist bump with his lip. So a good part of that is getting him to move anywhere that we need him to move. So if we need him to move to a specific spot so we can get a look at his body, we can do that. If we need him to shift to a different position in his yard or on display, we can also get him to move around. And you'll hear that click every time he does the behavior. That's called a bridge. So what the bridge is it connects the animal doing the behavior with the reinforcement that he's going to receive. So every time he hears that click, it's him hearing, you did a good job, you're about to get a treat for it.
Hold.
So what she's doing right now is hold. What he'll do is she'll put her hand on his mouth right below his horn, and then he'll hold his position. And that's really good for injection trainings. So if we need to give him a shot or an injection, she'll do a hold, he'll stay still, so we can give him the injection. And he's coming over here to look at me.
Sam,
but you can't be on camera over there.
Target.
And this is another part of our training. So what we do here is called operant conditioning, and it operates on the animal making a choice. So in this case, Sam chooses not to do the behavior, which is totally fine. He just knows he's not going to get the treat.
We'll just move on to the next part where we'll be shifting him through his chute onto exhibit. And we'll see if he's more interested in training as he moves. Sam, hold up.
I'm going to move along here.
Gate. Good job, buddy.
So he has multiple gates that he opens as we move him along towards his exhibit. And this is mostly so we have multiple doorways between us and wherever we're working with the animal. It's mostly for our protection as well as his, to make sure he stays where he needs to.
Okay.
And today he is very eager to get out onto display. You can see that. And that is his back behavior. So that's especially useful. Say if he's too close to one of the doors and we still need to get it unlocked, we can ask him to back. Sometimes we can ask him to back and he'll back up. Other times, sometimes if he's getting impatient, he just wants to go out and get his breakfast.
So this is him after he's done training, so we're going to just let him onto exhibit. Jamie, if you want to come over here.
Yep.
Okay.
And there he goes.
So if you notice, Sam was getting a little jumpy towards the end of this training session. He does feel that way sometimes. Rhinos are very suspicious of anything that's new or different. He's not really used to people taking videos of him while he's training, and he's not used to having quite as long a training session. So these things probably set him off just a little bit. He could tell that there was something weird going on, and he kind of didn't like it. But as you could see, when he was done training, we were done training. We stopped doing it, and we just let him on to exhibit. That's also part of operant conditioning. We're not going to force him to keep going when he's done. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in with us. If you want us to do more talks about the rhino, let us know in the comments below. Any other animals that you're interested in learning a little bit more about. Stay safe, everyone, and have a good day.